The impact of the snare drum sound on the whole feel of a song can't be overstated. In this video, we recreate 5 more snare drum sounds from famous songs. Our first 2 videos on famous snare drum sounds are some of the most viewed videos on this channel, so we figured it's about time for part 3. We picked sounds based on how famous the songs they're in are, and tried to get some variety in terms of genres. We also challenged ourselves to exclusively use Drumcraft snares from their Vanguard line for this video. The first sound we're looking at is the Emptiness Machine by Linkin Park. Linkin Park absolutely crushed it in 2024 with their comeback and new singer Emily Armstrong. Their new album sounds amazing, and a big part of that is the drum sound. We recreated the snare sound from the album using a 14x6.5-inch aluminum snare with a Remo CS coated head for durability. Here's the tuning. We mic'd the snare with Beyerdynamic M201's top and bottom, an M70 Pro X as a worst mic, and a pair of M90 Pro X's as overheads. Here's how the drum sounds using one Remo crown gel for muffling. And here it is inside the song. Our next snare sound is from the song Still DRE by Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Take a listen.
Guess who's back? Still doing that shit, Andre? Oh, for sure. Yeah. Check me out.
The snare is originally a sample and the beat is programmed, but we reverse engineered it acoustically using a 14x4-inch birch snare in a high tuning. We kept the mic setup from before, and Pascal just placed his phone on the drum for muffling. For this sound, it was important not to play rim shots in order to get the right attack for the drum. This is what it sounds like inside the song.
Guess who's back? Still doing that shit, Andre? Oh, for sure. Yeah. Check me out. It's still Dre Day, AK. I've grown a lot, can't keep it home a lot. Cause when I frequent the spots that I'm known to rock, you hear the bass from the truck when I'm on the block.
For the next sound, we took a look at the current charts on Spotify and searched them for songs with a special snare sound. Lola Young's song Messy stood out right away. Take a listen.
You know I'm impatient, so why would you leave me waiting outside the station when it was like -4 degrees and I get what you're saying.
For this warm and short sound, we used a studio classic, a 14x5-inch aluminum snare. Here's the tuning of the head. We placed a Mr. Muff muffin on the top head, which basically acts like the tea towels Ringo Starr often used with the Beatles back in the day. It shortens the sustain of the drum to a minimum and takes away the overtones completely. For this sound, we changed the snare bottom mic to a condenser for a brighter sound of the wires. Check it out. Here's the snare with the song.
You know I'm impatient, so why would you leave me waiting outside the station when it was like -4 degrees and I get what you're saying. I just really don't want to hear it right now. Can you shut up for like once in your life? Listen to me. I took your nice words of advice about how you think I'm gonna die lucky if I turn 33.
more contrast, we looked at Sleep Token's song Chokehold next. This super punchy snare sound is most likely sample enhanced, but we tried to recreate the sound acoustically and used a 14 by 6.5 inch hammered copper snare for the job. The tuning on it is medium high. We muffled the drum with one Remo crown gel and went back to the dynamic M201 mic on snare bottom for some less pronounced snare wires. Here's the result. Let's play it to the song. Our fifth snare sound takes us back to the year 1977. Fleetwood Mac's song Dreams may be old, yet it is actually still charting as of 2025. Its vibe just can't be denied. Here it is. We personally think it's possible that Lola Young and her producers may have been inspired by this song to create Messy. The drum groove and overall vibe in the intro of both songs seem quite similar in our opinion. What do you guys think? Tell us in the comments. The Dreams snare is basically your typical 70s sound, in that it's a medium-low tuning, it has very little overtones and a lot of punch, with some analog tape saturation adding some crunch. We used a 14 by 6.5 inch maple snare with a Remo CS coated head for durability. Pascal detuned the two tension screws closest to him, which was common practice back then, and muffles the drum even before it's actually muffled. For extra muffling, we added two mini muffs and made the snare wires extra tight for that short 70s sound. We also changed the bottom snare mic to an M88, and voila! Here's this snare inside the song. Which of these sounds did you like best? What's your experience with going between different snare sounds? Tell us in the comments. Also, hit thumbs up if you liked this video and subscribe for more. Till next time.